What are you going to do when you leave this building? Are you going to share with me what you've been learning here today? Or are you just going to bottle it up and pull it out next week for your friends? Now, when I say share, I'm not talking about every tactic you've used on me in the past, like judging my every move, telling me I'm a bad person, pointing fingers, giving me disgusting looks. And my favorite is when you tell me that I'm lost. I don't even know what that means to be lost. Do you really think judging me is going to make me change? Would it make you change? Now, I know I'm a bad person. I've done bad things, but I don't need you to tell me that. What I need is for you to pick me up when I fall down, to be there when I'm broken. Yes, there's something missing in me. There's a void in my heart that I don't know how to fill. You have it. You have that thing that makes you whole. You know that person that I need to know. So I'm watching your every move. I'm watching where you go and what you say and do. Because I'm desperate for something real. I need something genuine, to know that there's something more here than this. I mean, this can't be it, really. And I think you know that. Listen to me. I need you. I need you to be here for me. I need you to walk out right now, ready and willing to do whatever it takes. Hey, it may not be comfortable. It may not be easy. But I need you to show me love. No matter the cost, show me what unconditional love really looks like. Stop telling me about this God of yours and show me who he really is. Honestly, I'll probably resist you. I'll probably argue with you and laugh at you. Even when you fall, I'll probably call you a hypocrite. But don't give up on me. Please don't give up on me. So I'm going to ask you, when's it going to happen?
Have you ever noticed how hard it can be at times to stay on task? Anybody ever have that problem? You know, you're working away and the next thing you know, you find yourself playing a video game on your computer. Or, you're trying to get some project down around the home and the next thing you know, you're just reading the paper or watching a game on TV. Usually we take, the inability to stay on task and we apply it to certain people groups. We say, well, kids, they have a hard time staying on task. Or teenagers, they have a hard time staying on task. Or people afflicted with ADD or ADHD, they have trouble staying on task. But really, I think this problem plagues us all. It even plagues college basketball fans. I just read of a study that has just been released that says, during the 19 days of March Madness, right, the NCAA basketball tournament, during that 19 days, the lost productivity from American workers due to watching games on the internet will amount to $1.2 billion. It's just so easy to be distracted, to get off task. I think it afflicts us all. There may be one group that is especially prone to somehow getting off task. And that group would be the church. It would be Christians. It may come as a surprise to some to learn that Jesus did give the church a job to do. In fact, I might even be so bold to suggest that Jesus gave the church just one job to do, just one task, just one mission. That's all. one. And everything else he said was to help us fulfill that mission and how to gauge whether or not that mission was going successfully. Jesus could not have been clearer as to what the one job of the Christian church is. For instance, he said this in Matthew chapter 28. He says, "Therefore go and make disciples of all the nations." He put it this way in Mark chapter 16. He said, "Go into all the world and preach the good news to everybody." Go everywhere and tell everyone. He put it this way just before his ascension back up into heaven. He said, "You'll receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, and you will be my witnesses here and to the uttermost ends of the earth." On many occasions and in different ways, Jesus was saying the same thing. Here's your mission, church. Here's your mission, Christians. Here's the one and only job I have given you to do on planet Earth. I think we might be able to phrase it this way. Our task is persuading people to trust Jesus for forgiveness of sins and for leadership in life. That's it. That's the job. That's why we're here. That's our task. It's persuading people to trust in Jesus, not to trust in a church, not to trust in a doctrinal statement, not to trust in a moral lifestyle, but to trust a flesh and blood human being who is the Son of God, to trust in Jesus for forgiveness of sin and leadership in life. It should come as no surprise that this is the mission that Jesus would give his followers, because this is the mission that Jesus himself embraced while he was on planet Earth. Here's what he said about himself in Luke chapter 19 and verse 10. He said, "For the Son of Man," that's a term Jesus used to refer to himself. It was his way of identifying with all humanity. He said, "For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save that which is lost." Lost. Jesus used that word to describe people who had become disconnected from God because of poor choices, and who had therefore wandered off the path of real life. And I would suggest that if we are deep in the woods without a guide, maybe lost is an appropriate term to describe us. And Jesus looked at each one of us and he said, I see you as being disconnected from God. Not that that's what you intended to happen, but that's the result of poor choices made. And now you've wandered off the path of real life and you are in grave danger. And I have come to seek you and I have come to rescue you. The mission of Christ has become the mission of the church. The heartbeat of Christ is to be the drumbeat of his followers.